Alright, let's not beat around the bush. For all the numbers, math, and strategy that goes into playing a game like Dungeons & Dragons, most of us are pretty frickin' dumb. Blame it on the long sessions, sleep deprivation, it's what my character would do, or that every D&D group has one brain cell that they collectively share that the DM can never share with anybody else. We know you got some stupid moments, so D&D players, what was the last stupid thing to happen at your table? Leave it down in the comments below. Well, I was playing with a large group and we had lost our memories, classic campaign starter, and one guy who had about 18 intelligence bashed the hilt of the sword into his head in the hopes that when he woke up, he would have his memories back. It didn't work. A wizard in our party accidentally burned people when he rolled a nat 1. His magic was unstable. One time he burned one of our players, so in-game the player spit on the wizard. Oh, the wizard, by the way, being very sensitive about germs, used burning hands on his own face. He crit and knocked himself unconscious. So here's a good one. I had a dragonborn fighter almost break her own neck after rolling a nat 1 on an acrobatics check while trying to show up another party member. I had to throw her a few coppers as citizens passed her, thinking she was a street performer who was just really, really bad at her job. So our lovely editor wanted to chime in to say that there was a guy in this thread who posted just one post with a period. Nothing else. It has more upvotes than anything else. It has no replies, no clue what's going on there, but for whatever reason, there was just a single period. A thread about stupid stories, and this bro just decides, let's drop a period. Is this the text equivalent of a vacant stare, where a cat's just looking at the ceiling trying to find and locate that one random brain cell floating around in the sky? Either it was a misinput, or this guy is a comedic genius. Moving on. So, our group got captured by a group of thugs. Their leader tried to enslave us and take our money. And of course, we all protested with bribery, intimidation, the usual stuff. However, our eccentric and basically crazy tiefling Warlock decided that she was already a slave and was yelling at us to respect our master. A grief-stricken blacksmith came barging into the tavern stating that his precious Diana had been taken by goblins. We were so eager to help him, we left immediately, without any sort of directions. Good job. Later, we found out that Diana, quote, quote, was in fact an anvil that the blacksmith had affectionately named. So we had blundered about the forest, caves, and a temple for ritual sacrifice because we hadn't bothered to stop and ask for details. If he wasn't a dwarf, he's an honorary one now. In one of the campaigns I wasn't DMing, our party was on a boat with this old fisherman on our way to fight a dragon on a desert island. And of course, a kraken shows up. Our characters, being level 2, freaked out! Ah! The boat was not very large, being used for fishing, so we started panicking about getting swallowed whole. My character yelled out, "Let's jump overboard!" Not thinking that there was a kraken out there. The captain jumped off the boat to save himself, but the kraken jumped out of the water, gobbled him up, and started attacking our ship. I had a magic gazebo pendant, which I threw at the kraken, yelling the command that would enlarge it to full-size gazebo. But nothing happened, and we lost our only magic possession our level 2 characters had. The kraken proceeded to eat up 2 of our party members, and then it left, stranding the rest of us in the middle of the ocean with a few pieces of driftwood, half our belongings, no rations, and no islands in sight. Needless to say, that campaign did not last very long. Upon entering a dungeon, we had our druid waste all of his highest level spell slots summoning a fish in order to drop them down into a large hole with water at the bottom, just to see if it would help us work out what the hole was. It was a toilet. Yeah, we were later torn apart by zombies. I started off a campaign by having the players read a bulletin board looking for jobs. The most lucrative one was a contract to do some work for the royal family, and one of the throwaways was a 50 silver reward for finding a missing sheepdog. How cute. The Dragonborn Warlock with 6 intelligence and a tender spot for lost animals, probably me, proceeded to ask every single humanoid or beast that they encountered for the rest of that leg of the campaign if they had seen the dog in the sketch, including the Queen, multiple times. The dog was eventually located and returned to its owner. Aww. The Warlock eventually stepped off the path in a fairy forest when she heard some sprites bickering about where the animals had gone. There, she had gotten into a cyclical argument with said sprites and was left behind by the rest of the party. Player and I agreed she should probably roll a new character. So I was attempting to run the Waterdeep Dragon Heist with my group. They thought, oh, heist is in the name. It must be a robbery! We're gonna steal a dragon! Spoilers are ahead. This is not the case. Nope, just coins. But, 500,000 of them. Previously, I had run a homebrew one-shot just to test out the bank heist. There was a bank in town called Blackmere. They robbed it, and they enjoyed it, and wanted to do another one. So I thought, what a great idea to lead into WDDH. I was wrong. In the beginning, when they were asked to find Floon, they didn't care. They went to the tavern, murdered everyone, and decided to do something new. What, get arrested? After the incident in the tavern, the players decide to derail the campaign. They ask me, where is the biggest bank? Investigation check. They roll a 3. After 17 hours of looking through the city, I say, you discover a large town square with beautiful buildings and an ornately decorated building with marble pillars that comes across as a bank. You see 6 men in light blue robes with wands in their hands patrolling the bank. This is not gonna go well. They decide to leave. This is where the weird stuff happens. They ask me if there is an emu store. I tell them that there are 2 exotic pet stores in the city, the one in the dock ward having an emu. They head over and chaos begins. I practically stop DMing and they DM themselves. The white Bengal tiger escapes. They ride the emu out. All the guards are slaughtered, and that is how the campaign got derailed, with the players riding an emu off into the sunset. The end. I feel that would be a great story if you were really, really high, so, just take that into consideration. In my party, there's a gnome artificer who has a few hundred gold and 8 hours of downtime. So they decide to construct a magical construct chest of holding. 4x bags of holding. So 4 times the bags of holding. There you go. Perfect. It has mechanical legs, allowing it to walk and spider climb. The chest's name is Pants. Later on, the gnome and paladin get into an argument, and the gnome instructs Pants to eat the paladin. Paladin makes a dex save and fails, and the paladin player is just like, I was eaten by Pants. So there is this fragile ledge, and the party sends the 75-pound, equipment included, halfling rogue up onto said ledge. So the burly dwarf who's carrying almost all of the party's belongings tries to do the same thing and almost dies. Then the party tries to get mad at me for sending them up there, even though I had spent 5 minutes trying to convince them to just go around the ledge. You just had a lot of Bear Grylls in the party, that's all. I was stuck in a bunch of dream spells set by different casters, aiming to drive me nuts while I was trapped in an ice cube cell. Half of our gang teamed up with an NPC to bust me out. Funny thing is though, this NPC was the same guy who killed me a couple of weeks back by chucking me off a huge cliff. During said rescue, the NPC rushed ahead of my pals, broke the spellcaster's concentration, and freed me. Slowly waking up, I noticed some spellcasters around, and saw the guy who offed me last time fighting them. While my buddies were busy looting stuff downstairs, I realized we were on the 3rd floor of this big house. So without knowing it was so high up, I jumped out the window, breaking my arm and taking a beating. I then decided to set the house on fire using my oil flask and lighter. My friends freaked out, but I didn't care. In my mind, all I saw were those spellcasters and the guy who already killed me once. I had no clue they were there to help. Later, I got ready to throw my dagger at anyone who came after me, One of my pals stuck their head out and I hit them hard, killing our bard. Unfortunately, the ranger and bard ended up dead in different ways, but the NPC who killed me earlier actually rescued me this time. He even joked, saying I had a weird way of saying thank you. And when we told this story later, the fighter and cleric couldn't stop laughing. It's like a dwarf meeting a human for the first time and just wondering about their mannerisms. I don't know why you lit the whole frickin' house on fire and threw a brick and a knife and a dagger and all this other crap at everyone, but you're welcome! So we were going through a town, a bunch of level 7, 8s, and we run across this bear going a little bit crazy. On cocaine. My lawful neutral paladin decides it's going to be a fun thing to do to calm the bear down. So he tries to calm the bear, and the bear attacks him. Combat is initiated. I then blow all my divine smites on this stupid bear and do hardly anything. Then an inquisitor shows up, which has been hunting us for the last week or several, just, out of the blue. Hello, how you doing? Time to die. I'm the player. Tiefling Warlock. Urchin background, mostly played as an urchin. Replacement for my priest that died, so I had to be introduced to the party. Meaning me became a side quest of sorts where I had to interview the other players on behalf of a druid to determine if their intentions are just or not, and to continue the story. Well, I joined them when they showed they were worthy of speaking with the druid. To prove their intentions, I made them sit around, eating bread and sharing their feelings. So you were attacked by spellcasters and thrown off a cliff and killed by somebody who may or may not be rescuing you, then you burned down their house and killed one of your friends. How did that make you feel while you're eating bread? Hey everybody, Brian Von VA checking in after the vid. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, ring that bell, and let us know in the comments below. What's something recent that happened that was so stupid, dumb, or otherwise unintelligent that happened in your D&D or TTRPG game? We love you all. See you next time. Bye for now.